Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Spartacus, and in this channel we talk all things Survivor. And today we're going to talk about Survivor contestants who can never win. And if these contestants have already won, then it's people who can never win again. So there's going to be a good mix of people who have won and people who have just played a lot, or just even there's one that's only even played once. And it's people who can never play again or who can never win again. And I'm going to explain why. So the first one I have is Natalie, and these are going to go in order of how certain I am. So in this list, she is the one that I'm least certain will never win again. Um, and I have her on this list because, she played an extremely dominant game in San Juan del Sur. There's no doubt about that. One of the best winning games ever. However, when she went to Winners at War, she was voted out first, and that was nothing to her own fault. I think it was really because of her relationship with Jeremy. However, she came back from the edge of extinction, and she played what I thought was a terrible game. Now, on the edge of extinction, she played great, but in the game of Survivor, she did not play great at all, at least in my opinion. And, she made it to the final three, which is great. It doesn't help my case for this, but I do think that she will never win again because we saw in Winners at War, she wasn't willing to make big moves. She wasn't willing to make fire against Tony. And so she lost to him in the final three. And so I think because she's not willing to make big moves, and because the only game she can play now, unless she comes back for a mixed season, she probably won't be able to win because in All-Star seasons, which she's most likely to come back for, you have to make big moves. And I think in San Juan del Sur, she was the best out of a not great cast. There are some great players in there. You've got Kelly Wentworth, you've got Jeremy, but I still think that besides a couple people, it was not a great cast. So it was very easy for her to play a dominant game. So I do not think she can win again. The next one I have is Philip. He has never won, and he never can. He is just too. How can I word this? He is too much of a shield. People bring him to the end because he's a GOAT, and I'm not talking greatest of all time. I'm talking GOAT as in people will bring certain people to the end because they know they can beat him. And Philip is one of those people. He's made it to the final three before, and he's made it to the jury in the second season he played. But he's just too crazy. He is like Coach from his first season, but on steroids. I mean, with the Stealth R Us and the nicknames, the specialist, and the feather that appeared from thin air. He is just too crazy that nobody is going to vote for him to win. No matter how good of a game he plays, he's still too crazy, you could say, for anybody to want to give him $1 million. So I do not think that he can ever win again. The next one I have is Colton, and I have Colton in here because let's put this in context. First season he played, it was Survivor One World. He got pulled out of the game for medical reasons. He had appendicitis that turned out to not be appendicitis. And in Blood vs. Water, Jeff Probst says that he faked it so he wouldn't be seen as a quitter. You can choose to believe that or not. I do believe it. And then in Blood vs. Water, he quit. And so I don't think he can win again. I don't think he's going to play again. But even if he does play again, I don't think he can win again because he is going to quit, is what I'm thinking. And even if he does make it to the end, he's too disliked to win. So that's just my opinion on that, though. Some of you may be huge Colton fans. I like watching Colton on TV, but I would not want to play Survivor with him. I know that for sure. Okay, so number 7, I have Dan. I mean, he's just like Philip and Colton mixed. I don't think people are going to vote for him to win because he plays way too emotionally. I don't even think he can get to the final three if he ever plays again. Even if he played on every single season and got all the experience, I don't think he can make it to the final three because he plays way too emotionally. I mean, I think I talked about this with Kenny in my Survivor What If video. But yeah, I don't think he can make it to the final three ever again. Even if he did, he wouldn't get voted. Like, people wouldn't vote for him just because he is crazy. Number 6, I have Sierra, and really, it's just what we saw in Survivor Game Changers. They voted her out because of the way she played in other games, and I think she played great games. I think that in her second season, Survivor Second Chance, she might have won if she had the numbers, but I do think Sierra is one of the best non-winning players of all time. However, I don't think she can win. I don't think she can ever win because of her reputation for voting out her mom, for being willing to go to rocks. Um, so I just don't know. She blindsides everybody, so she cannot win again. Number 5, I have Johnny Fairplay. I mean, people do not respect Johnny Fairplay, so I did not have him in here. Even if he makes it to the final three, like what we saw with Russell both times, or the first 2 times Russell played, nobody's going to respect his game enough to want to give him $1 million. So he is number 5. Number 4, I have Boston Rob. Really, he's just too much of a threat. And I think he's getting a lot older. And I do think that he is more likely to get voted out first now than he was like 6 years ago, because he doesn't help the tribe much anymore, and he's like such a great strategist. It's like what I said with Sierra, the reputation. He is so good at the game that people don't want to play with him because they want to be the best at the game. They want to win. So they're not going to want to play with him. So I do have him as number 4. Number 3, like I said with Johnny Fairplay, I have Russell. He's made it to the final 3 twice. Never won. Never got any votes to win, except for I think he got a vote from Shambo in his first season. But I don't think he can win because of his reputation. We saw in the last time he played American Survivor that he got voted out rather quickly, and so and also I don't think he's ever going to play again. He ruined his relationship with production, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. Number 2 is Sandra. She's won twice, and that is why she can't win again. That's really the main reason. We saw in every season she's played after Heroes vs. Villains, which was her second win, that she cannot win again. So she did make my list, and she is the one that I am second most certain will never win again. Here is my first. Tony. Tony has also won twice, and I have him before Sandra just because he is great at challenges now that we saw that in Winners at War, and because he is way more of a wild card than Sandra is. And so I did have him before her, and I don't think he can win again. Really too much of a threat. So I did put him on my list as number 1. So there you have it. Those are all of the Survivor contestants, well, my top 10 at least, who I think can never win or never win again. Thanks for watching. See you later.